Hello and welcome to the Battlefield Top Plays. In today's episode we have a selection of clips, starting with some Battlefield 4 and then moving on to some really epic Battlefield 3 moments. This snipe from Focus is absolutely insane and follows that first one that was at 600 meters. This one though is at 655 meters with the JNG getting that headshot. SZ9 is next and gets his eye in with a few warning shots before then blasting the pilot out of his heli. Is there anything more epic than a heli snipe in Battlefield? Well, I know what is. A double. Managing to take out the pilot as well as the passenger. That was a pretty cool clip. And then the third one he sent in is on Gonwood Railway. Long range small shots are his specialty and this is just insane. Uji is back with two brilliant clips in the Recon class. The first is on the proper Firestorm map in Battlefield 4 though, as he completely destroys the face of that pilot with his JNG 90. The second is a really satisfying sniping clip from the top of the skyscraper on Dawnbreaker. Manages to get up there and downs a guy with his 44 Magnum before setting his targets on all of these campers. Takes them out with very accurate long range sniping and then takes advantage of a low flying helicopter. It's not necessarily a sniping clip, but it is some long range shots in a tank. Battlefield 3 Firestorm. This is Vote Kick Max and he's managed to get himself in a position where you can spot a lot of enemy jets and helicopters flying around the map, some coming out of their base, others just looking for a bit of cover. Now the funny backstory behind this clip is he actually gets banned and you can see why. He takes out so many people. Starting with that first shot on the transport, he then moves on as we skip forward in the clip a bit to take out so many air vehicles with supreme accuracy. This episode of the Top Plays is sponsored by Instant Gaming. If you're after some cheap games or maybe you want to buy something for a friend, that's the place to go. Use the link in the description and you will be helping out the channel. You'll also find plenty of deals down there on things such as Battlefield, but also new games that are coming out, pre-orders. And in addition to that, things are there not only for PC, but also PS4 and Xbox One. Scream is next, playing on Battlefield 3 to start things off. He's pulling off an epic only in Battlefield Rambo moment with the M16A3 and the Magnum. Scream can not only play on Battlefield 3 but also Battlefield 4 it seems, as he jumps in with the MG4 on Operation Locker and gets an epic back rage. Alex 1F9K, I think. I'm not sure if your name stands for something, but he is playing on Operation Metro Battlefield 3 on this outside section where you often get lots of campers in buildings. Of course, it's Rush, and in my opinion, you do tend to get a few more campers on Rush. It's just the way the game mode tends to work, but he makes light work of pretty much all of them, rushing through with this M249 up the stairs, finds the enemy nest, and kills them all. Cerberus is also going to be playing on Battlefield 3, but this is a bit of a different clip on one of my favourite maps in the franchise. It's Seine Crossing, and it's just an epic Battlefield map. Everything about this thing is awesome. Even the blue filter is worth putting up with for this map. Not that it's the largest problem anyway, but it's a really cool one. He actually makes use of some of the cover that you see here that is similar to the stuff you see in Amiens on Battlefield 1, and I feel BF5 lacks a bit of this. The cover that is blown up when tanks and stuff shoots, you get that debris, which is very powerful in BF3, but also little spots like this, and he takes advantage of a completely blind enemy team in this blind enemies clip. Moving on to a Battlefield 4 clip from High Sound. Positioned by this tow launcher on BF4, a long-range small shot takes out this Viper from miles away. The second clip he sent in is a little clear out. Now he's playing on something that many of you won't really remember from Battlefield 4. It's Rush on Hainan Resorts, where you actually start from way back across the water and have to make your way up the beach, and it gives this map a nice little change, I think, from the Conquest map. That was a nice push with the Deagle, lots of kills in there, and the way the delayed kill feed keeps on racking in the kills is really satisfying in my opinion, mixed in with some very nice sniping as well. This JNG 90 doing work with what looks like an ACOG scope on as well, just to get the range that you need for a sniper, but also not sitting way back and sniping in almost a camping position. An aggressive push, a nice little clear out on a map and mode you rarely see in BF4. Black Scorpion is coming in next with a few clips. The first is on Operation Locker, and he's using a mixture of the F2000 and the M26 mass to perfection as he blasts a load of enemies out of the way and cooks the rest of them with these gas pipes. The second clip is an AWS spray down with a side of C4, again Operation Locker underneath Charlie. Look at the minimap, it's Dorito City through the doorway here. Manages to get all of these guys sprayed out of the way with the very awesome AWS LMG. Sometimes you just need to drop a JDAM on a helicopter, and that's exactly what Monster Man does here, with seconds to spare before the game ends. Peak manages two things here. Firstly, he helps his team by killing the chopper pilot, and secondly, he manages to steal the chopper whilst killing the enemy transport. A truly only in Battlefield moment.
Just taking objective Delta.
One thing I've missed in recent Battlefield games is the SRAW, or SRAW, depending on how you pronounce it. And here's why. These clips from repeats are just epic. This SRAW is one of the most skill-based things you will find in the game, and whilst you might argue that sitting on a hill and sniping planes out of the sky isn't exactly PTFO gameplay, I'd much rather see somebody doing this than camping with an MMG or sitting in a corner or a bush with a shotgun. Yes, maybe I'm old school, maybe I prefer things from these games that a lot of people really got annoyed with and wanted nerfing, but I think they're just epic. They provide so many only in Battlefield moments, and I just want to see them return. Conrig is pulling off a 751 meter heli snipe on Battlefield 3 Caspian Border against one of those seat switching orbit pilots that really annoy me on BF3. Finishing off today, it's DJ10. This is a really nice spray down. That M67 frag racks up so many kills. I'm not sure how many he gets in total, but it is a lot in that short little spray down. 2,000 points without a flag cap. That's got to be a lot of kills. Probably in the region of 12 or something like that. Thanks for watching this episode of the Battlefield Top Plays. If you did enjoy, leave a like down below. Remember to send your clips in to battlefieldtopplays@gmail.com, and I'll catch you in the next video.